Welcome back, episode 3 of running my own business and showing you guys what it's actually like with a big focus on transparency and honesty. There's too many BS artists out there these days that are trying to sell you something and telling you you're foolish for not making $1 million a month. I'm here to tell you you're not foolish and, well, I'm going to show you what I'm doing. This sort of video is for people like me. You know, I've been working for myself now for 7 years. No, I haven't. I've owned my business for 7 years and I've been working for myself for like 2.25. And I didn't know that this is what it would be like all them years ago when I worked in engineering and I'm chipping away at metal. So, yeah, today, advertising. Really quick one. These videos are designed to give you useful information that you can use in your own business. I'm just trying to teach you what I know through all my lessons learned, and hopefully you can skip some of the road bumps that I hit really hard. So, can we come to an agreement? If you find anything in this video where you're like, wow, that's actually really useful, just leave a like. It takes like 2 seconds. Honestly, that's all I ask. This video is sponsored by nobody except me and maybe the like button. You know, and if you need some knee supports, I mean, by all means, have a look at Murgs, my brand, but you don't have to. I'm just here to show you some fun stuff. Right, pro tip number 1, we'll sneak it in because I've just asked for a like. So, a couple of things here that are going in bags. They are free gifts that I give out to customers that have left us a review. If you purchase at Murgs, you get an email saying, please can you leave us a review? We really appreciate it. And you'll get a free pair of wristbands, which look like this. So they look like this, real quick. So literally a lightweight sweatband. Ta-da! See? So if you leave a review at Murgs, you get a pair of these. And they're very popular in CrossFit and weightlifting. And yeah, it's just a nice little incentive. But it's not enough of an incentive where we're paying people to leave reviews. A few reasons why I do this. One of them is leaving a review for a company on a website is genuinely a pain in the arse. It is. You go into Trustpilot, you've got to create an account, you've got to log in, you've got to think of something. You can't just say, yeah, I really like, you've got to put something, right? Okay, so it's a pain. Plus, I actually want to show our customers, thank you. You helped me, I'll help you. Here, have something else. The beauty of these is, once they are in their little packets, I'm going to try really hard not to show, try really hard. There's no way I'm going to show all these addresses. Idiot. See? So it actually goes in the post as a large letter. So it costs about as little as possible. It's about £2.30 to send one of them. And, you know, they're not an overly expensive item to produce. So, yes, there is a cost for me, but at the same time, I mean, that's why we've got 500 5-star reviews. Oh, you can't even see that. There's 501, which is great. So, yeah, now don't say incentivize good reviews. All we ask for is a review. If you come on and you leave us 2 stars, which one person has years ago, but she actually gave me the wrong address. If you leave a 1-star review, as much as I hate it, I will send you some wristbands. I will. But only if you're a genuine customer. This doesn't apply to everyone. You have to give me your order number and I send them to the same address. So that's what helps stop fraud. It also gives people just a nice bit of something. Right, we're here. And we're here with purpose. We're going to create an ad. And this is the literal process that I use to create adverts. The amount of people that show you the theory, they show you the behind, they show you the targeting, but you never really see what they're advertising. You're like, I get the logic of it, but what are you selling and how are you selling it? That's my job today. So I created an ad, shall we say a month ago? It'll have been about the middle to the end of October. I just created one. And I can't remember why. Obviously, I needed an ad for my adverts, but I don't know why I went with this. In fact, I do. Sorry. I had an epiphany a few months ago where I was like, apologies, I don't care anymore about how I look or am perceived on the internet. At first, I sort of was in a shell. I wanted Murgs to look like a bigger entity than it was. I wanted it to look more substantial and important and like it had more weight to it. And then a few months ago, I was like, why? This is just me. This is actually what I'm doing. And I really like teaching and education. I'm always learning personally. I love it. So I was like, well, why can't I show others what I'm doing? And to do that, you've got to not care about the reality. Sounds daft. That's a ramble. I am going to show you this ad because it's the single best ad Murgs has ever run. Like in terms of results, in terms of cost per purchase, in terms of conversions, in terms of everything. And I don't know, I'm kind of proud of it. It works really well. And we're going to recreate this. We seem to have found a winner. I've stumbled across a winner by accident, right? And we're going to take elements of this and make a new ad. So let me show you this one first. It's only 1:05. If you want to skip past it, just tap the screen or whatever you're using. If you want to see it, it makes sense for context. So let me show you this. Come over here. Right, this is the ad. The Murgs V27mm knee sleeves are probably the best pair of knee sleeves you will ever use for CrossFit and weightlifting, but they're quite expensive at £60 a pair. Here is why. We offer a 60-day full-use money-back guarantee. That means you can get these knee sleeves, you can absolutely batter them for 59 days, and if you change your mind for any reason, just send them back for a full refund. They come with a 12-month comprehensive warranty, meaning if they fall apart after 11 months and 29 days, we will send you a brand new pair. You get a free gift worth up to £30, such as this stainless steel vacuum water bottle which keeps things warm and cold for an uncomfortable amount of time. Or choose a pair of wrist straps, lifting straps or wristbands. There's loads of options for the free gifts. And to finish things off, there's free UK delivery. Murgs is an independently owned, family-run business, and I'm John, the founder of Murgs. So if you want to support a UK-based small business and improve your lifting at the same time, welcome aboard to Team Murgs, you're in the right place. So there we have it. It just works well. And it was weird because I made this ad genuinely not caring. I was like, our knee sleeves are expensive, here's why, and then tell you all the good bits. It really helps that there's some unique selling points at Murgs. The 12-month warranty, the 60-day money-back guarantee, all these things. But we're going to dive into that and make a note of the best bits and why. Right, here's a few of the reasons why I think that ad worked really well. One, it shows some negatives and it highlights a pain point. They're expensive. £60 for a pair of knee supports is expensive, but here's why. And then you're like, but why are they expensive? And you continue watching thinking, oh, I do lifting and things. Maybe these are for me. So we put that out there straight away. There's no doubt how much our product costs. You're watching the ad and you're like, right, £60, cool. And then you look at all the reasons why. One, the 12-month warranty. It turns out, yes, we get some people sending knee sleeves back after 6, 9, 11 months sometimes, but the system's not really been abused. It seems we have a really good audience that are trustworthy and honest. It's really nice. Another thing is you do genuinely get some cool stuff. Like you get the free wrist wraps and water bottles, and this thing is just bad boy. It's so heavy duty. In fact, we have a big problem with this, and I say we, it's not we. Smashing the lids off. This thing, when it's full, weighs 1.5 kilos. A kilo of water, and then half a kilo itself. So you drop this way, and that is no more. Anyway, so the ad worked, and, well, I proved it worked. It's just going down really well. There's a little bit of B-roll in and amongst, which is some of the clips from times that we've had a photographer or videographer. I haven't had, that's the problem. Because I've been self-conscious to be in the ads, and I've never seen myself as a video editor, I've always been like, I don't really want to dabble with that, because if you want good ads, you pay a lot of money. And we're a small business, there's only me, you know. Gymshark can probably spend $5,000 on a shoot and edits, and no, I don't have that. So, really happy with that ad. We need to make it again. Like I said, some of the B-roll comes from some of the photo shoots that we've had in the past. I'm just going to scribble some notes down and start filming. Because I filmed this ad with so little expectations that I'm doing this thing now where I'm like, is it going to live up to the standards of the other one, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm overthinking it. And that is something you cannot do. It doesn't matter. If you run the ad and it doesn't work, it's fine. We just do another one. And the fact that the ad's only a minute long, that means I only need to film for a minimum of 1 minute and a maximum of probably 30. I'll do that a few different times. Something I am mindful of is keeping the shelf life of that ad. I know right now that that ad will not work on 1st of January. Why? Because I'm putting my prices up. We have to. The whole world is more expensive now than it was a year ago when those prices were set. So they're going to go up to, I think, Sorry, $65.99. That took more brain power than it should. Yeah, so it's going up by 10%. So it's going to be £66, $65.99. So if you knock 10% off, you still just sneak under 60. Anyway, I'm boring you. Let me show you what I can come up with. Start recording. Boom. Final check. I do check all the time. Please ignore me. Beautiful. That will do. Right, we're on. We're here. We're doing a recording too with the new mic. Doesn't it sound better? Oh, this mic's fantastic in comparison to this. And I know you're looking at me through a camera, but it's about all I've got right now. So, I've made some notes on here. I'm just going to read them out because I can't remember a script for the life in me. It's not even a choice. It's not that I can't be bothered. I just can't do it. I struggle with memory loss and it, like genuinely from 28 years of undiagnosed sleep apnea, but we're not getting into that. Murgs knee sleeves are probably the only pair of knee sleeves you will ever need, but they're quite expensive at £60 a pair. Here's why. So that's one. Murgs knee sleeves are quite expensive at £66 a pair, but they're the only pair you'll ever need. Here's why.
1 hour later.
Right, anyway, now that I've read all this a few more times, I've done a different version up at the top. So I'm going to try and do that one now instead because it's got some different points to it. It's a slight change on the, you get a 12-month warranty and free gift and return or exchange. So that's kind of like the extras, whereas this is more of the benefits of the product. So stronger squats, especially when you're at the bottom or on the way back up, reduced joint discomfort, physical protection for lunges and burpees, and they're good at shin guards for box jumps. I'm not really sure how to package this up yet for the script, but that's just kind of what I want to make a note of. Do you know what I'll probably do? I'm just going to wing it and see what happens. Right, we're still recording. Excellent. Murgs knee sleeves are probably the only pair of knee sleeves you will ever need. Right, so I like to edit my videos in CapCut. Why? Very affordable, very cheap. Even for the pro version, it's not that much money. I think they've just upped the price to maybe £20 a month, but it was like 10 or 12 for a long time. Irrelevant. It's very simple. Not the app. No, I don't have time for messing about in the app. I've got a computer. What do you think this is? So I'm going to use CapCut. I'm not going to show you the exact of what I'm doing, why and where. And I'll be honest, it's because I don't know. I'm creating ads is not, to me, it's not like baking a cake. If you bake a cake, you know exactly how to bake it. You reproduce the same thing every single time and it works. Some people in advertising will say, yeah, that's how you do really good ads. You just do the same thing again. No, you don't. You have to change things on purpose. You have to keep it fresh and interesting. And, well, that's what we're doing. But there's nothing to say you can't copy other people's. By all means, use it as a template if this could be useful to you. But for now, one thing as well that I always forget, turn all your lights off when you've done because you'll come back to some and they'll have no battery. I'll do that. And then I'm going to dive into the edit. So I'm going to have a mess around and, yeah, just try and come up with one ad, one version. That's all we need, just one finished version. And also, don't be afraid to watch the old one. Like, find something that works. You know, I can use the same music, I can use the same captions. Like, keep some core elements that have proven successful. Right, chaps, I think we're done. I think we've finished the ad. One thing I need to mention, look at my hair, it's hilarious. One thing I need to mention, when you're creating an ad on, for example, CapCut, in fact, I'll just show you. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but we'll try. Right, get you over there, like that. So, we'll set you up so you can see roughly. Right, I know this is not the best focus in the world, but you get the point. See all these clips down here, all these assets. So down here's the audio and there's some music and there's other bits and bats. Make sure that whatever footage, whatever video, all this sort of stuff, all this is saved to your device. And I'll show you why, and this is quite scary. So if we pull the memory card out that we used to film on, now that happens. It has a freak out and everything just goes away, which is fine. But if you ever want to put this memory card back into your camera and go film again or edit all this, this is where the footage is locally stored. So you need to just drop it onto the computer itself, So then when it tries to load up what it needs, it's pulling it from your desktop or a hard drive rather than trying to pull it from the camera. Anyway, so I will show you this ad. Murgs knee sleeves are probably the only pair of knee sleeves you will ever need, but they're quite expensive at £60 a pair. But here's why. You get a 12-month comprehensive warranty on every pair, so you can use them for 11 months and 29 days, and if they break, you send us an email and we'll send you some more. You get a free gift of your choice worth up to £30. Have a look, there's wrist wraps, lifting straps, thumb tape, all sorts of different options. And I'm John, the founder of Murgs. We're a small UK-based business, and I'm so proud of our products, which is why we offer the 60-day full use money-back guarantee. That's right, you can use the products for 60 days, and if you're not 100% happy, just send them back, we'll give you a full refund. And delivery is free in the UK too. You can't go wrong. So grab your pair of knee sleeves and free gift, and let's transform the way you train. Right, I think we're finished. So what I've done is I've made a few different versions of the same ad using slightly different B-roll footage. And it's the same audio all the way through, it's the same video of me all the way through, there's no difference in that, it's just the difference in the B-roll and the cover footage. The music took me a while, but I do this thing where I'm a bit of a perfectionist and I hate it. So I was like, just pick one and we test it. And what we'll do is, if we test this ad and it doesn't work great, we'll just edit it, we'll just change it, we'll modify it, we'll adjust it. That's all that advertising is, right? You're just testing things. So that's a wrap. I'm going to get this maybe on Facebook today or tomorrow. And yeah, that's it. That's advertising. That's what I do. That's literally the process. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. I appreciate it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And definitely don't subscribe if you don't. That's fine too. So anyway, have a fantastic day. And I'm going to get back to work. Adios.